And hello, welcome to the Danger. Well, I would say weekly rant, but I didn't have a weekly rant last week. That's because, well, YouTube was being a little fussy and it kept stopping when I was recording. And, well, after 4 attempts of recording it, I just got tired of doing it. So, today is Wednesday. It's a day early, so I figure I owed you a little much. Um, like I asked the barber a little top of the hair, and you see what they did. They shaved it. But this is the weekly rant for July 6th, 2011. A lot of things has happened. First of all, we got MGCW show this Saturday. You want to see the Tokyo Monster, I believe his name. I have to relook and see. That was kind of unprofessional. But he was fresh off his little stand up in Texas. Him and our MGCW champ, Andy Anderson. They tangled a little bit in Texas, and well, they're going to tangle back here in Georgia for the MGCW title. So it's going to be really, really good seeing new, fresh talent coming in, and we'll see what the Tokyo man has to put up. Something else, by the way, if you want more information, tickets, go to www.mgcwnow.com. We'll have all that information there. Another thing is, like I said, if you want to be fan of the week, let me know. The fan of the week this week, because July 4th was Independence Day. I'm tired, people. It's just long work day, and it's just long hectic days. The weekend was crazy too, but the veterans, the men and women who have served overseas, are over there currently now, are veterans, and the veterans of loved ones who lost in wars of today and the past. Thank you very much for giving me the freedom to do these weird, stupid, meaningless videos. To some, they're meaningless. To some, it's like a lifeline, so I don't understand why. It's just without you, there wouldn't be a Mark Danger. So, and it wouldn't be a Mark Danger. Well, that's gonna be something I'm going to get into real quick. And is the name where the Mark Danger came to? It didn't come to me by my mom. It's not on my birth certificate. It's not on my driver's, which would be kind of cool if I did have a driver's license or an ID that said Mark Danger on there. I gotta somehow work out and see if I can get that happen. But basically, what happened was back in 90. Let's see here. I want to say back in 92, I believe it was. I was helping a fellow wrestler, Lee Thomas, put a ring in a truck. That's basically how a lot of people got started, is putting rings together and helping take down rings. And I was helping take down a ring and from a training academy to load onto a truck for a show that they were going to be having up in, I believe it was up in Cummings the next day. So that was a Friday. The show was going to be on a Saturday. But I was sitting there helping him, and he asked me what my name was, and I told him it was Reese, and well, I was in ROTC back then. That's what a lot of people called me, and that was kind of like my nickname. It was there, and he thought it was too complicated to remember, and he just looked at me. He goes, "You know what?" He's like, "Forget that." He's like, "I know what your name is, and it's going to stay." And he says, "You are a freaking Mark," and that's who I became. Because I was a Mark, and today, I'll be honest, I'm still a Mark. I still love my wrestling. I still love all the competitors out there. They're real good friends, and I have a lot of respect towards them. So the name Mark stuck, and all the wrestlers would call me, "Hey, look, there's a Mark. Hey, Mark, come over here." So I think it was a running joke with them too, by naming me Mark. But I think the joke backfired when I graced the name of Mark. So I think it kind of like took him with that. But anyway, the last name Danger. Well, I was sitting in a world, I believe it was history class, And I had Mr. Monger at Wheeler High School, one of my favorite teachers, because it was like, okay, we're going to study Vietnam. And he would play Platoon. He would play videos. He never taught. He just made us watch TV all day, watch movies. So it was great. But anyway, I'm sitting there practicing autographs because one day I was gonna become famous, and I practiced calling myself Mark Williams, Mark Smith, Mark this, Mark that, and some part of the platoon, somebody said, "Look, don't be careful. It could be really dangerous." And I heard Dangerous, and I did Mark Dangerous, and I was like, nah. Then I shortened it to Mark Danger. And from right there, it took off. It stuck. The autographs looked perfect. And, well, I guess the rest can say is history because you are looking at the dangerous one, Mark Danger. Now, as far as how I became myself the living icon, well, I don't know. It's there. It's just nobody said different. It couldn't be done. Supposedly, I sold out arenas around the world. Did all these wild and crazy hardcore matches. Sad thing is, there's no records of it. It's just back then they didn't have computers for the to do the web to the update the sites and the records, and some people lost the records those days when I was there. So that's how I became the living icon because it's just there. So that's the story. I know I had a couple questions where people asked me where the Mark Danger name came from, and I figured I showed it to you right there. If you have questions for me, go to Mark Endangerment, MarkEndangerment at yahoo.com. Submit your questions, and I'll answer any questions that you want. If you want to follow me on Twitter, Mark F. Danger at twitter.com. Or if you want to be a friend on Facebook, I had one person do it, which was smart. I didn't delete you or spam you. Add me. I'm Mark Danger on Facebook. Just on the message, please put on there weekly rant where I know you're not a spam, and then I'll add you onto my friend list. What else do we got to talk about? CM Punk a couple of weeks ago had one of the greatest promos ever. It came off as a shoot, not a shoot. It's work, not a work. It had you thinking. And I think it's I think it will go down one of the all-time greatest promos ever cut by a pro wrestler. So, kudos to CM Punk for that. I got some friends of friends, and hopefully they'll tell CM Punk that, and that he was one of the greatest promos. And I've liked CM Punk from back in the days. The first time I ever saw CM Punk was on an episode of Monster Garage, where they actually turned a box truck into a wrestling ring. And one of the wrestlers that they got there that I distinctly remember was CM Punk. So, like I said, he's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, one of the best hard-working people out there all time. And he does live by the motto of the straight edge society. So, to me, he's one of the best wrestlers out there. Something else I guess we'll talk about and we'll finish. I hadn't done the YouTube upgrade, so they're going to give me longer, but I hadn't done it today, so I'll probably do it later. So rants will be longer and everything. But anyway, big thing happened yesterday was the Casey Anthony trial for she pled not guilty, and the jury of her peers saw her as not guilty. I believe it was I think maybe five women, 7 men, or 7 men, 5 women jury. It was a 12-person jury. Excuse me. They saw her not guilty, and the thing is, I don't know if she's guilty or not. I wasn't there when it happened, and I wasn't in the courtroom. I wasn't a part of the jury, so I did not hear both sides of the testimony. Unfortunately, nowadays, when things happen like this, You have cunts like Nancy Grace that goes out and immediately accuses a person A, as being a murderer, has done this. Nancy, you have gotten it wrong once. And a lady did commit suicide because of you. And she was innocent. It's just people tormented, threatened her, and she couldn't take it anymore, and she ended her own life. That kind of backfired on you, and it won't happen. It's not the first time, and it won't be the first time. It probably will happen again. It's just somebody needs to slap you, put you in check. Second thing is with me. Like I said, I wasn't there. I wasn't a part of the jury. I did not. I wasn't there in the court every day. I didn't listen to all the evidence. If I was on the jury, I didn't see all the photos or everything that the people in the courtroom probably wouldn't got the privilege to see. And to me, with all these celebrities coming out, people are coming out saying, "Hey, she's guilty, this and this and this." You only get one side of the story. You only get the media side, and for us to judge, it's kind of hard to say, especially when you got a fat bitch named Kim Kardashian who goes out there and say, "I cannot believe the defense would defend a murderer like that." Well, Kimmy, didn't your daddy do that when OJ killed somebody and everybody knew it and he later admitted that he killed somebody, but your precious daddy defended him and you thought it was so great? Even your mom knew that OJ killed Nicole and that young other gentleman, Ron Goldman. She knew because she knew the confession what OJ gave to Robert Kardashian. And to me, Kim, you set a very, very bad example. Like, you are a very bad example. So, in closing, that's all I gotta say. People, I mean, it's just with the K City Anthony thing, you need to be there. You can't just be one side. It's a bad thing about the media. It's just they play one side of the story and you don't see both sides. Same thing with the military. They only show the bad things that happen. I have friends that are overseas that are defending our freedom in Afghanistan and Iraq, who's been in the war zones, and they tell so many opposite stories. And I have the same stories every time that come from them, saying that kids come to their camps on the fences. You have to do is give them a pack of gum, and they're going to point out where all the cells are at. The media doesn't tell you that. They just want to show you the gruesome, the bad things the military's doing. Them going out, blowing up a house that had people in there. It's a casualty of war. And the thing is, in war, people don't fight fair. And unfortunately, there's innocent lives that can be lost. But, I mean, that's just my opinion. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, comment about it. Like I said, I gave you my email address. And just tell me what I feel or how you feel. But until next week, you know who I am, because I gave you the story. Here's a story of a mark named Danger. He doesn't have anything at all. All he wants is, oh, by the way, Advil PM. I got to get a bottle. This is going to be an endorsement. I have to do some endorsements. If you want to sleep and you want bad night and everything, and you just want some good rest, pop to Advil PMs. It will knock you out, and you will go to sleep instead of CM Punk making you. But anyway, I'm Mark Danger. This is another weekly rant, and until next week, stay hardcore.